What's going on, guys? I'm going to JD's Barbecue, right? Yeah, so I'm going to JD's Barbecue in Carsville, I think, so happy Labor Day to you guys out there. Let's do this.
Spinning the two left lanes off to the right. You're jammed up back to Buford Highway. New injury crash as well. I-20 eastbound in Fulton County, right around MLK. That's blocking the left lane. Starting to see delays stack up there as no authorities have arrived on scene yet. I-20 westbound in Douglas County, still got a crash around Liberty Road. That's exit 26, causing delays there. Alex Williams, WSB.
I'm WSB Meteorologist Kurt Mullins with a most accurate dependable forecast. This afternoon, plenty of sunshine, high around 89, low 68. Tomorrow, sunshine around 91, and on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high 93, low 68. I'm meteorologist Kurt Mullins, WSB.
We have 80 degrees at WSB. Depend on it.
Meeting and surpassing all audience expectations daily. Crush the volume, bullhorn, your guiding lights. You're adding up to 282, 2882. I like the way Trump made his pitch for African American votes. I'll tell you it's effective. The reason I know it's effective is not because of anything I've heard from the African American community. I've rather heard and read media reactions, but they are loaded for bear. They are outraged that Trump would make an appeal to African American voters. And then, you know, when I saw a series of stories, it might have been two stories, written by drive-by reporters, trying to make the case that, hey, life in America isn't that bad for African Americans. And I said, well, this is new. It seems to me that every bit of reporting on African American is that it's one of the worst things that could happen to you, is to be black in America. And that's been the tenor of the coverage of African American news and stories my entire life. Filled with sympathy and sorrow and all the discrimination and the racism and the historical precedents of slavery and all these horrible, rotten things that America is guilty of, making it practically impossible to be African American in America. Trump comes out and makes a direct appeal to them, and then they just do a 180 and start saying, well, you know, black unemployment's not that bad. And they start citing middle-class income figures, home ownership statistics to try to indicate that, hey, it isn't that bad for African Americans. I mean, isn't this fascinating? Where's this story been for 50 years? Life for African Americans in America, not bad at all. You've never seen that until Trump makes his pitch. And what he said is, what the hell do you have to lose? You're living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs, 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose? And by the way, these are not things he's made up. These are statistical truths. And they oftentimes are complaints that you actually hear from the mouths of African American leaders like the Reverend Jackson or
the Reverend Jackson.
This stuff, yeah. They're the ones that need there to be this perception that life for African Americans is the dregs. And of course, the reason for that is racism and bigotry and discrimination, thereby needing the race industry to defend these African Americans against this onslaught of unfairness that is intrinsically baked into the United States of America's existence. And then Trump comes along, and I think it's a reasonable appeal. Now, what Trump didn't say that I think is implied here when he says you're living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs, 58% of your youth is unemployed. He talks about immigration. That's not going to help in any of these circumstances with all these illegal immigrants and refugees pouring into the country. And then the Democrats turning their favorites, the attention on favorites, new favorites such as gays and lesbians and bisexual transgenders and so forth, taking the African American vote for granted. But the point is that the implied message of what Trump says is that these circumstances that blacks and their leaders complain about haven't changed. In fact, you could possibly accurately say that there's more anger in America today than there was 10 years ago, certainly more than there was 8 years ago. There is more anger in this country than there was 8 years ago. There hasn't been any resolution of that. There hasn't been any unity. There hasn't been any softening of tensions, relaxing of tensions. It's gotten worse. It's like opposite of what people hoped would result from electing the first African-American president, Barack Hussein. So the implied question is, you've been voting for the Democrat Party your entire life, and for the entire life of your grandparents, and you're still complaining about the same things, and you're right. You're still living in poverty, Inner city schools are the dregs. Unemployment, African-American unemployment, is double or triple what the national rate is, and it's 58% for youth African-Americans. So where is all of this improvement? Where are the results of the Democrat Party looking out for you? That's the question, what the hell do you have to lose? I have always thought an appeal like that would work. I've never heard that appeal. The appeals that I have seen made by Republicans, I mean, they're good, they're admirable. I mean, they do contain and consist of personal outreach. I mean, Jack Kemp actually went out to African-American neighborhoods all over the country and pitched his enterprise zones, which was basically a government program designed to promote black entrepreneurism, leading to black small businesses, leading to black independence. Because that was the objective. I mean, the conservative Republican objective is independence of government for everybody, not dependence on government. The message is that dependence on government has led to perpetual poverty. Dependence on government has led, I mean, who's running the schools? Who runs all of these cities with all of these dilapidated schools and dilapidated city services? Who's been running them for years? It's a legitimate pitch. It is a legitimate outreach. It needs to be made more than once. And of course, each time it's made, the media is going to savage Trump and savage the effort. And they're going to fact check it, and they're going to report that Trump is lying about how horrible circumstances are for African Americans. But it's this very media which has been telling us the story for all 50 years about how impossible life for blacks in America is, and how it's continually getting worse. How racism is getting worse.
Barbecue.
Discrimination is getting worse. White privilege is now, it's got to the point now where white students on college campus have been so guilted. They have been ladled with so much guilt over being white that they are suggesting it would be wrong to have white roommates. They don't want that because there's too much white privilege. They have benefited unfairly. They feel appropriately guilty. All of this has been done by the drive-by media and the professors.
All right, we're here.
Entire liberal culture. Saying this word.
Check it. There's Peter Barbecue. There's Pitt over there too. Nice. Let's do this. Those girls. Oh yeah.
Like the appetizer or the sides? It's going to be $46.50. It'll take
Yeah, we just, wow. See, it's a good place to hang out, huh?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Okay.
On your rings, there's some extra sweet sauce in there, and here's your ribs.
Great, thank you very much.
No problem, y'all enjoy it, okay?
Not ribs. They smell good. Good. Let's do this.
Put them in the back seat.
There we go. Let's do it. Let's do this.
They cook out here about 24 hours a day.
24 hours?
They're cooking all night long.
All night?
Yeah, it takes a long time to cook those things. To do it right.
Yeah, they got.
Sometimes it's like 24 hours, you know?
Yeah, they gotta do it right, man. Yep, you're right there.
Yep, they always got that thing going out there. And they
20.
cook outside, that's a good thing.
Yeah, not inside.
You don't smell it in there at
Yeah,
all.
but outside, it's
Yeah, they got it all set up right.
all set up.
They got their original stores in Woodstock.
Whoa, Woodstock.
Right up here, yeah.
Whoa.
That's been there forever. Everybody goes there.
Forever, man, huh?
Yeah.
Is that amazing?
Sandwich in there too, barbecue sandwich.
Barbecue sandwich, you had that before?
Yeah, they're real good.
They're real good. I never had it before.
It's pulled pork. It's real
pulled pork?
It's barbecue, yeah.
Shit, that's good.
Really good.
Good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
You had your onion rings before?
No, I haven't. I thought I'd get some today, just have something else.
I never had them before either. They were good. Let's go straight. Yep. Might as well go straight anyways.
The guy that owns this Sitco here.
Yeah.
This store right here at the end.
Yeah.
That's where I usually get my lottery tickets. He wants to talk to me about me going to work for him. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I want to get shot.
Yeah. Whenever there's a robbery or something. no.
Yeah. Give me a new car that way.
New car?
Get a truck.
Truck, huh?
Truck and a boat.
A truck and a boat, huh?
Yep. Go boat.
Yeah, boat or fishing.
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 I miss that.
You missed that, huh?
This is where I'm gonna vote.
No Star Church?
It's a voting, yeah, they have voting there.
Voting there?
That's my precinct.
That's your precinct.
That's where I'll be.
Yep.
Doing the Trumpster.
Yeah, Trumpster. Hold that lever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more vlogs. If you like it, feel free to comment. Keep being awesome. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Google+. See you later. Have a Labor Day, y'all. Peace. Bye.